Morning. Oh, it's too loud outside. Oh.
I wish I had somebody to do yoga with.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm gonna go feed my cat real quick so she doesn't bother us. Just realized that.
Hey, Suzanne.
Hi. Okay.
Hi.
How you guys doing? Hi. I'm Suzanne. I'm not Anne Marie. Here, we're gonna wait a few more minutes. People like to join kind of late here.
Hey, Suzanne. My internet has been like off and on all day today.
Oh no.
So yeah, so if I drop off, it's nothing personal.
Okay. Thanks for the heads up.
If I
Yeah,
drop,
I've heard that one.
Yeah.
off, it is personal. It's because it's too dang hard.
Too hard. Let me know if it's too hard.
Well, I'll just modify.
Or maybe it'll be fast. I heard that like the internet, I don't know, the internet in Atlanta is kind of slow from everybody using it, so.
Yeah, like my screen is like your video is frozen on my end.
Oh,
Probably
what?
just
That
me,
was
I don't know.
happening to me on, that was happening to me on Thursday when I took Anne Marie's class. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long
Anything
as
you guys want
say
to
what
do?
you're doing, then I can
Mhm.
follow along.
Sounds good. Anything you guys want to do tonight?
Hi.
No?
I'm game for or whatever.
Your game? Okay. Sounds good. Give it one more minute and then we'll get started. So for anybody who doesn't know me, I'm Suzanne. I did teacher training with Anne Marie last spring, and then before the quarantine, I was teaching at 8 p.m. on Tuesdays. So now I'm doing Fridays. But let's go ahead and get started. We'll come to a comfortable seat at the top of your mat. You need to put a block or a folded up blanket or towel underneath your hips to make it more comfortable. Go ahead and do that. And then close your eyes and either rest the palms of your hands on your knees or rest one palm on top of the other in your lap. And start to settle down into your breath. Notice your inhale, notice your exhale, and don't change anything about it. And try to focus on one aspect of your breath. It could be the sensation as your breath crosses the center of your chest. It could be following your inhale all the way down into the base of your lungs, and then your exhale up and out. It could be the noise that it makes. And for the next few moments, choose that one thing to focus on. And if thoughts pop up or arise, that's okay. Just return your focus to your breath. If you have to do it once, twice, over and over and over again, it's completely okay. Count your next inhale and match your exhale with the same length and intensity. Try not to pause at the top and the bottom of your breath, but make it more circular. So it's a continuous inhale, continuous exhale without any pause. So try to keep this rhythmic, even metered breath throughout your practice. If you'd like, you can take your breath a step further by adding the constriction of the back of your throat. It's kind of the noise that you make when you fog a mirror. So if you were to open your mouth and make that ha sound, it feels like that, but rather seal your lips and breathe over that constriction on both your inhale and your exhale. You can always drop the constriction if it becomes overwhelming and return to your even metered rhythmic breath. We'll start with 3 rounds of Om. Bring your hands to heart center, lift the center of your chest. Bow your head to your hands and set a dedication or an intention for your practice if you'd like. Then go ahead and open your eyes and then stay seated. Take your hands to your knees. We're going to do some seated cat-cow here. So on your inhale, lift the center of your chest. Rock to the front edge of your sit bone to gaze up. And then pull the center of your chest through your arms. And then as you exhale, take your spine in the other direction. So rock to the back edge of your sit bone, round your back behind you, flatten your shoulder blades across your back, and then tuck your chin towards your chest. You can use your hands on your knees here to kind of pull your spine back. And then as you inhale, take it the other direction. Lift the center of your chest, rock to the front edge of your sit bones, gaze up. Exhale, rock to the back edge of your sit bones. Make your upper back like an angry cat back. And push your spine out behind you. So we'll take a couple more rounds on your own inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift the center of your chest. Exhale, round your spine out behind you. Then after your next exhale, come back to center. Inhale, reach your arms up and overhead, palms together, gaze up, lift the center of your chest. And as you exhale, take your right hand to the outside of your right hip, left arm reaches, sweeps up and over to the right side. So ground down through your left sit bone here. Try to reach your right ribs up towards the sky and gaze underneath your left arm. You should feel a big stretch in your side body here. So the space between your armpit and your hip bone. And be gentle here. It's pretty early. One more breath. And then as you exhale, fold over on a diagonal across your right leg. Both arms reach out in front of your right knee. Send your left sit bone down again. And take some deep breaths, focusing in on the left side of your back, expanding that area. One more breath here.
Oh, shit.
Rest your head and neck. And then as you exhale, start to walk your hands to center, fold over your legs. And then inhale, start to walk your hands back towards your body and roll up one vertebrae at a time. Go ahead and switch the cross of your legs. Inhale, sweep both arms up and overhead, palms together. Gaze up, lift the center of your chest, squeeze your low belly, and as you exhale, take your left hand to beside your left hip, right arm reaches up and over to the left. Ground down through your right sit bone. Reach your left ribs up to the sky. Gaze underneath your right armpit. Exhale, sweep both hands down on a diagonal. Cross your left leg. Ground down through your right sit bone again. Relax your head and neck. One more breath here. Try to make it even. And then walk your hands back towards center. Fold over your legs. Breathe into the back side of your body. And as you inhale, start to walk your hands back towards your body and roll up one vertebrae at a time. Come back up to center. Go ahead and roll over your hands, roll over your knees, plant your palms underneath you, tuck your toes, lift your knees, and lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. So you can pull out your feet here for your first downward facing dog. You rock to the side edges of your feet. Do all of that, none of that. So it feels good for you here. And then once you're done moving around and stretching, try to find some stillness. Spread your fingertips wide, gaze between your knees, let your head and neck relax, squeeze your low belly, and let your chest fall through your shoulders. Squeeze your quads if your legs are straight. One more even inhale, even exhale. And then start to walk your hands up towards your feet. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Let your knees bend as you come up. And then fold over your legs. Let your thigh, bend your knees so that your thighs and your chest touch. So you can take opposite elbows here. You can wrap your forearms behind your thighs, grab onto your ankles, or just let your hands stay planted on the floor here. Wherever you are, squeeze your lower belly, roll it back off your thighs. Let your head and neck relax. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And then press into your feet and squeeze your low belly. And start to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Let your head and neck be the last thing that comes up. And then once you're up, toe heel your feet back together so that your feet are parallel. Hands are either by your side facing forward or palms together at heart center. Squeeze your low belly back, lift the center of your chest. Spread your toes wide and press into the ball of your feet. You feel your arches start to lift. Press into the ground. And as you inhale, sweep those arms up and overhead. Palms together, gaze up. Tuck your tailbone. Squeeze your low belly. Keep pressing into your feet. Exhale. Sweep your arms out to the side. Towards the ground. Forward fold. Clench your palms on the mat and bend your knees so that your thighs and your chest touch. Squeeze your low belly back. Relax your head and your neck. Inhale, roll up through your half lift. Everything straightens. Arms, legs, and back are straight. We're looking for a long, straight spine all the way from the tailbone to the crown of your head. So hands can either be on your shins here, or if they reach, fingertips on the floor. Wherever they are, make them active. So if your hands are on your shins, press them into your shins to pull the center of your chest forward. If your fingertips are on the floor, drag them back without moving them and pull the center of your chest through your arms. And then look up even with your eyes. Exhale, clench your palms, step or hop back to the top of a high plank. Spread your fingertips wide, squeeze your low belly, and hollow out your low belly. This will lift your hips up just a little bit more than you think they should be. Keep gazing in front of your fingertips. And as you exhale, lower down halfway. Elbows point behind you. Inhale, push straight up. Arms straighten and tuck your toes. Upward facing dog. Broaden through your collarbones here. Gaze up and reach long with your legs. Exhale, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths here. Settle back into your breath. Squeeze your low belly. Next inhale, look between your hands and step or hop your feet between your hands straight into your half lift. Pull the center of your chest forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press into your feet and squeeze your low belly. As you come up, shoulders over hips, arms sweep over, up and overhead, palms together, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Let your head and neck relax, squeeze your low belly. Inhale, roll up for your half lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to high plank. Lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Should take 2 breaths here. 2, squeeze your low belly. 1, next inhale, look between your hands, step or hop your feet, straighten to your half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep up and overhead, palms together, gaze up. Let's do 2 more rounds of that. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll up through your half lift, pull the center of your chest through your arms. Exhale, plant your palms, step back, high plank, lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find your breath again. Make it even metered, maybe even resonant. Squeeze your low belly. Gazes between your knees. Relax your head and neck. 1 more breath. Next, inhale, look between your hands and step or hop your feet. Straighten to your half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, squeeze your low belly as you come up. Arms, palms together, gaze up. Last one. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step or hop back to high plank. Lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Settle back into your breath. Let's take 2 more even metered breaths here. 2, 1. Next inhale, look between your hands, step or hop, straighten to your half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep up and overhead, palms together, gaze up. Inhale, bend your knees, sink your hips back, arms reach up and overhead, Utkatasana. Send your weight back into your heels. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Squeeze your low belly. Gaze up at your thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. We've done all this already. Inhale for your half lift. Exhale, plant your palms. Step or hop back. Lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, left foot spins flat, right foot steps between your hands. Inhale brings you up, shoulders over hips, palms together. So we can reach down to the pointy parts of your hip bones here and make sure that both of them are square to the front of the room. If you need a little bit of space from right to left between your feet to make that happen, go ahead and adjust your feet. Shouldn't feel any pain or pressure in your back knee. Your back toes point towards the top left corner of your mat here. And then sweep your arms up and overhead again. Squeeze your low belly. Exhale, fold over your front leg, bringing your foot. Step it back. Lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot steps flat, left foot steps between your hands. Let your inhale bring you up, palms together, gaze up. You can recheck your hips on this side. They might feel a little bit different than the other side. Just make sure that both of them point forward. And then when you've got your set up here, reach your arms up and overhead. Squeeze your inner thighs together. This will help square your hips to the front of the room. Squeeze your low belly. And then exhale, fold over your front foot. Step back, high plank. Lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Settle back into your breath. Squeeze your low belly. Let your head and neck relax. 2 more breaths here. 2, 1. Next inhale, look between your hands. Step or hop your feet between your hands. Straighten to your half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, sink your hips back. Arms reach up. Utkatasana. Take 2 more rounds of that. So exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, roll up through your half lift. Reach the center of your chest through your arms. Exhale, take it back to high plank. Lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot spins flat, right foot steps between your hands. Let your inhale bring you up, shoulders over hips. Let your exhale fold you over your front leg. Step back to high plank. Lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot spins flat. Left foot steps between your hands. Let your inhale bring you up. And let your own exhale fold you over your leg. Step back to high plank. Lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You'll have to go as fast or as slow as anybody here. Use your own breath to guide your movement. And then we'll meet in downward facing dog. Settle back into your breath. Squeeze your lower belly. 2 more breaths here. 2, 1. Next inhale, look between your hands, step or hop your feet, straighten to your half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, sink your hips back. Utkatasana, last one. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll up through your half lift. Exhale, take it back to high plank. Lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot spins flat. Right foot steps through. Inhale, brings you up. Exhale, fold over your flat leg. Take it back. Lower down halfway. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot spins flat. Right foot spins flat. Left foot steps between your hands. Inhale brings you up. Exhale, fold over your front leg. Take it back. Lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Try to make your breath even metered again. Make your inhales and your exhales match. Let your head and neck relax. Spread your fingertips wide. Press into your whole palm. Squeeze your low belly. And then take 2 more breaths. 2, 1. Next inhale, look between your hands. Step or hop your feet straight into your half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees. Sink your hips back. Arms are jumping overhead. Utkatasana. Exhale, twist to the right. So left upper arm to the outside of your right thigh. palms together. Send your left hip back a little bit so that it's in line with your right. Your knees should be even right here. Squeeze your inner thighs together, squeeze your low belly, and then press into your palms and lift the center of your chest towards your thumbs. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale back up the center. Exhale, twist to the left. So this time send your right hip back so that it's in line with your left. And squeeze your inner thighs together, squeeze your low belly, press into your palms and lift the center of your chest towards your thumbs. Gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale, arms reach up to center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll up for your half lift. Exhale, step or hop back to high plank. Let's hold your high plank here. Gaze in front of your fingertips. And then start to hover your right foot off the ground. Just an inch or two. And then tap your toes to your left heel. So right toes, tap your left heel. And then set your foot back down. Hover your left toes off the ground. Tap your left toes to your right heel. Exhale, set it back down. Let's do two more on each side. Right toes, left heel. Set it back down. Left toes, right heel. Set it back down. One more. Right toes, left heel. Set it back down. Left toes, right heel. Set it back down. And then lower your knees down and come to a tabletop position. So hands are underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Squeeze your low belly, gaze in front of your fingertips. And then as you inhale, send your right leg straight out behind you, parallel to the ground. Drop your right hip so that it's in line with your left. And then point your toes. And draw a line with your toes all the way down to your mat as you inhale. And then exhale, lift your leg back parallel. Let's do 5. So inhale, toes down to the mat. Exhale, lift your leg parallel. 4, 3, gazes in front of your fingertips. 2, 1. Keep your right leg lifted up. Bend your knee so that the sole of your foot points towards the ceiling. And then start to make tiny pulses with your foot up towards the ceiling. So you should feel your right glute start to engage. Don't let your thigh drop more than parallel. So the pulses are up towards the ceiling. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Everything squeezes in. And then step your foot between your hands. Sink your hips forward. Close that space between your front thigh and your front calf. Should feel a good stretch in the top of your back thigh here. You can either keep fingertips on the floor here, or you can come up shoulders over hips. So find what works for you here. And then wherever you are, try to make your breath even, maybe even resonant. 2 more breaths here. 2. 1. As you exhale, send your hips back, straighten out your front leg. Inhale, lift the center of your chest. Exhale, fold over your front leg. Squeeze your lower belly. Relax your head and neck. And then keep reaching the center of your chest forward. Should feel a good stretch in the back of your front thigh here. One more breath. And then spin to face the left side of your mat. So your right leg is straight out, reaches straight out from your body. Your left knee stays bent, and your foot is straight out behind you. Then, if you have the space, you can come down onto your forearms here, and then start walking your hands forward. Should feel a good stretch in the inside of your right thigh here.
The fuck are you doing?
One more breath. And then start to walk your hands back toward your body. And then squeeze your low belly as you come up, shoulders over hips. Inhale, sweep both arms up and overhead, palms together, gaze up, lift the center of your chest. And then exhale as you slide your right hand down your right leg. Your left arm reaches up and over towards the right. Gaze underneath your armpit. Try to reach your right ribs up to face the sky. One more breath. And then as you exhale, place your left palm, your left hand underneath your left shoulder. And then step your left foot to meet your right. So you've got a couple options here. You can stay up on your hand here for side plank. You can stack your right foot on top of your left. Or if you need a little bit more stability, you can stagger your feet to your right foot in front of your left. And if it's too much, and you can always drop down onto your forearm here too. And then if having your hand up, reaching up ahead, overhead is unstable to you, you can always take your hand to your hip here. So find your setup. Your feet are stacked and you're up. Try to reach both soles of your feet towards the ground. And try to make the underside of your body into a rainbow. And then exhale, plant your right palm underneath your shoulders and come to high plank. Exhale, lower down halfway chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take just one breath here. And then next inhale, step your right foot between your hands and spin to face the left side of your mat. Your feet are about a leg length distance apart here. Feet are parallel. Inhale, roll up through your half lift, walk your hands underneath your shoulders, and exhale, forward fold. You can turn your palms to face behind you, and then walk your hands back. And find some opposition here. So as you walk your hands back, walk your weight into your toes. So your hands will pull the center of your chest back, and then rocking your weight into your toes, or more forward into your feet, not necessarily into your toes. You don't even have to lift up your heels, but it'll help you balance that out. Let your head and neck relax. Squeeze your low belly. And then walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Inhale through your half lift. And then spin to face the front of your mat. Step your left foot back to high plank. Exhale, lower down halfway chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, we'll rock back forward to high plank and then drop down to table. Drop your knees back down to tabletop. As you inhale, lift your left leg straight out behind you, parallel to the ground. Keep your gaze in front of your fingertips and drop your left hip so that it's in line with your right. Point your toes and draw that line all the way down to the floor on your inhale. And then exhale, lift your leg back parallel. Inhale, lowers. Exhale, lift. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, keep your leg lifted parallel. Bend your knee. Sole of your foot faces towards or faces the sky. And then make those tiny pulses again. You should feel your left glute start to fire up here. Don't drop your thigh more than parallel when you lower it down each time. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Everything squeezes in. And step your foot between your hands. Sink your hips forward. Find a big stretch in the top of your right thigh here and close that space between your left thigh and your left calf. Again, on this side, you can keep your fingertips on the ground here, or you can come up shoulders over hips. Do what works for you. Wherever you are, make your breath even. Make your inhales and your exhales match. One more breath. And then exhale, send your hips back over your behind you. Straighten out your front leg. Inhale, lift the center of your chest. Exhale, fold. Let your head and neck relax. Squeeze your low belly. Reach the center of your chest forward. One more breath. Now extend to face the right side of your mat. So left leg reaches out long, parallel to your body. Stay on your right knee here. Right foot points straight out behind you. And if you have the space, come down to your forearms. Start to walk your hands forward. Find a good stretch in the inside of your left thigh. One more breath. And start to walk your hands back towards center. And then squeeze your belly as you come up, shoulders over hips. Inhale, arms reach up and overhead, palms together. Lift the center of your chest. Exhale, left arm slides down your left leg. Right arm reaches up and over to the left. Reach your left ribs up to face the sky. Gaze underneath your right arm. Feel a good stretch in your side body, your right side body, so the space between your armpit and your hip bone. And then exhale, plant your right hand underneath your shoulder. Step your right foot to meet your left. So you can always come down to your floor for your side plank. Do that on the other side, or stagger your feet for more stability, or take your hand to your hip. So it makes you feel more balanced. So press the soles of your feet down into the mat if your feet are stacked, and try to make a rainbow on the underside of your body. More like a banana, I guess. One more breath. And then plant your left palm underneath your shoulder, the high plank. Exhale, lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your left foot between your hands and spin to face the right side of your mat. Feet are about a leg length distance again and parallel. Inhale, roll up through your half lift and reach your arms long like wings. Squeeze your low belly. Interlace your hands behind your low back. And exhale as you fold over your legs. Rock your weight into your toes. It takes some of the weight off of your heels. It's almost like you could just slide a piece of paper underneath. And then squeeze your low belly. Relax your head and your neck. If you want to move your arms or your hands from left to right. Kind of stretch out your shoulders here. Might feel nice. It's always okay to keep your elbows bent here. One more breath. And then exhale as you release your hands. And then bend your left knee, and sink your hips down to the left. So you're going to stand up and to the left side. I'll turn around so you guys can see me. There we go. You can walk your hands out in front of you here. Try to bring your left shoulder in front of your thigh. It's always okay to place a block underneath your hips if that makes it more comfortable. And then as you inhale, lift your hips up and over to the right. Bend into your right knee. Sink your hips down. Stand up to the right. Reach your arms out in front of you. And get your right shoulder in front of your right thigh. One more breath. And then spin to face the front of your mat. Step back to high plank. Exhale, lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, let's jump or hop through to a seat. Rock to the back edge of your sit down for Navasana. So toes can be on the floor, parallel, or legs straight. Can't hold your legs. Can't rock down to your sacrum. So find a spot that works for you. Reach your arms long, broaden through your collarbone. One more breath. And then exhale, roll down, shoulders, head, and neck. Or inhale, roll down, shoulders, head, and neck. Stay off the mat. Exhale, roll up. Keep your legs still while you do this. That means you need to take your toes back down to the ground. That is A-okay. Inhale, roll down, Ardha Navasana. Exhale, roll up. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, roll down. Exhale, roll up. Inhale, roll down. Exhale, roll up. And last one, roll down. All the way down onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock from side to side. And then inhale as you walk up and down the length of your spine. Come back up to a seat. Go ahead and extend your right leg out in front of you. Keep your arms out parallel here. And then your left foot out planted on the ground. As you inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, lift your right leg up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Swap legs. So sole of your right foot to the mat. Left leg extends out in front of you. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Relax both legs. 1 more Navasana. Rock to the back edge of your sit bones. Arms reach long out in front of you. 5, 4, broaden through your collarbones. Squeeze your inner thighs together. 3, 2, 1. Ardha Navasana. Head, shoulders, stay off the mat. Exhale, roll back up. Inhale, lower down, head, shoulders off the mat. Exhale, roll up. Last one. Inhale, roll down. Lay all the way back down onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock from side to side. As you inhale, rock up and down the length of your spine. Roll over your knees. Plant your palms underneath you. Step back to high plank. Exhale, lower down halfway chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Drop back into your breath. Next, inhale, right leg. Reach your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose 1 time. Step your foot between your hands. And then walk your hands to the inside of your right foot. So you can stay, you can keep your back leg, knee lifted, or you can drop down to your knee. And if you've got the space, go ahead and come down to your forearms for lizard. Some people like to rock from right to left, front to back. Goal is to get your chest and your shoulders below your thigh. Notice where your thoughts might go when you find stillness in the stretch or somewhere other than your breath. Gently bring them back. It's okay. And then start to walk your palms back underneath your shoulders. And then bring your right foot again, tuck the toes of your back foot, and lift your knee if it's not already lifted. And then press through your back heel, squeeze your low belly, and come up, shoulders over hips, palms together, gaze up. Tuck your tailbone, squeeze your low belly, And as you exhale, spin your back foot flat and open up for warrior two. Back toes turn in towards, back toes turn in a lot, arms reach long like wings. Got a bend in your front knee, and your knee should be right over your ankle. Gaze over your front fingertips. Exhale, take your forearm to your thigh. Left arm reaches up and forward. With your bicep by your ear. Try to reach your bottom ribs up to face the sky. Inhale back up to center. Keep a bend in your front knee. Exhale, reverse. So slide your back hand down your back leg. Right arm reaches up and towards the back. Keep sending the bottom half of your body forward, the top half of your body back. And then exhale as you windmill both hands to the mat. Step back to high plank. Exhale, lower down, halfway chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, sweep your left leg up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose one time. And step your foot between your hands. Walk your hands to the inside of your foot. And then you can stay, keep your back knee lifted or lower it down to the ground. And then if you've got the space, come down to your forearms. You can come to the nice side edge of your foot, your front foot here. Rock from right to left, front and back. Make your breath even metered, even inhales, match your exhale. And start to walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Your back knee is down. Tuck your toes, lift your knee up. Frame your front foot with your hands. Press through your back heel, squeeze your low belly, and come up shoulders over hips. Palms together. Tuck your tailbone, squeeze your low belly. And then exhale, open up warrior two. Back foot spins flat. Toes point towards the center of your body here. Reach your arms long like wings. Exhale, take your forearm to your thigh. Top arm reaches up and forward with your bicep by your ear. Try to reach your left ribs up to face the sky. Inhale back up to center. Exhale, slide your back hand on your back leg. Top arm reaches up and towards the back. Bottom half of your body moves forward. Top half of your body moves back. And then exhale, windmill both hands to the mat. Step back to high plank. Exhale, lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, let's jump through to our feet. Go ahead and do a couple back bends. So lay all the way back down, all the way down onto your back. We'll start with modified bridge. So plant both feet on the ground, hips width distance apart. Reach down and feel your heels with your fingertips, and then move your heels about just a tad away. Point your toes just a little bit inward. And as you inhale, press into your feet and lift your hips up. And erase your hands behind your low back. And rock from side to side and try to bring your upper arm bones underneath your shoulders. This will help create a shelf for to help protect your neck. So squeeze your lower belly, squeeze your glutes, press into your feet, Down and forward, and keep lifting the center of your chest toward your chin. One more breath. And then exhale, lower everything down. We're going to do just 2 more here. So if you'd like to move into full Urdhva Dhanurasana, if it's in your practice, you can do that. I'll go ahead and do modified bridge. So on your inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips up, and release your hands behind your low back. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your low belly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower back down. 1 cycle of breath. Inhale, exhale. Next inhale, lift you back up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower down. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock from side to side. Let your low back release. And then as you inhale, rock up and down the length of your spine. Come back up to a seat. Let's take our spine in the other direction. So extend both legs out in front of you. Inhale, lift the center of your chest. Exhale, fold over your legs. You can take whatever bone you'd like here. So finding your first 2 fingers with your big toes, palms over your feet, or wrap your hands around your legs. Or just let your hands rest on the mat here. You can bend your knees all the way into your chest to help release your low back. Wherever you are, squeeze your low belly back. Let your head and neck relax. Make your breath long, even metered, maybe even resonant. Focus your thoughts on your breath. And then next inhale, start to roll back up. Let's take our half vinyasa. So cross your legs, bring your knees into your chest, plant your palms about mid-thigh, and then lift your hips up and back. Exhale, step them back down, roll over your knees, and step or hop back to high plank. Exhale, lower down, halfway chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, right leg lifts up to the sky. Exhale, sweep it forward, and bring your shin behind your wrist. So I'm going to go ahead and do pigeon. So more parallel, your shin more parallel to your wrist will intensify the stretch. And then less parallel by bending your knee will make it more accessible. It's always okay to stick a block underneath your right hip here. And then make sure that your back leg is straight out behind you. Walk your hands back towards your body. Inhale, lift the center of your chest, and exhale, fold. And if this version puts too much pressure on your knee, you can always lay down on your back and do your supine figure 4. So crossing your knee over your ankle, and then using your hands to pull your left thigh in. Start to walk your hands back towards center. And then reach back with your left hand for your left foot. Gently pull your heel in towards your glute. Feel a big stretch in your left quad. And then gently release. Tuck the toes of your back foot, lift your knee up, press into your hands, and sweep your right leg up and back. You can make any circles you need with your leg, bend it, flip your dog, all of it, none of it, so it feels good. And then from downward facing dog, left leg sweeps up and back. Exhale, bring your shin in front of your wrist, behind your wrist. And then walk your hands back towards your body. Inhale, lift the center of your chest, and exhale, fold over your legs. You can place a block underneath your left hip if needed. And start to walk your hands back towards your body. Put your left palm underneath your shoulder and reach your right hand back for your left foot. Pull your heel gently in towards your glute. Find a big stretch in your right quad. And then gently release. Tuck the toes of your back foot. Lift your knee, press into your palms, and lift your leg up and back. Make any circles you want. Bend and straighten your knee, flip your dog. Then find downward facing dog. And then let's jump through to a seat and lay all the way back down. Extend your left leg up long. Bring your right, bend your right knee into your chest. Give it a squeeze. And then drop it over to the left. Right arm reaches down, squeeze over your right shoulder. Inhale back to center. Switch legs. Right leg reaches long. Squeeze your left knee into your body and exhale, drop it over to the right. Left arm reaches long. Gaze over to your left. Inhale back to center. Squeeze both knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs. Round everything up. Give it a squeeze. Squeeze your eyes shut tight. And then exhale. Let everything release. Let your legs reach out long. Let your arms reach out from your body. Let go of the control of your breath. Let go of the control of your thoughts. And take rest. Start to bring your awareness back to your breath. Start to bring smaller movements back, followed by bigger movements. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Circle ankles and wrists. Use your arms long overhead and stretch fingertips to toes. Hug your knees into your chest. Give them one last squeeze. And rock to your right or your left and come back up to a seat. You set an intention before class. Bring that back to mind. And then we'll end with one round of ohms. 3 rounds of Shanti. Bring hands to heart center. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste.
Okay.
Thanks for joining, guys. If you have any questions or comments, let me know.
Thank you very much. It was great.
Yeah, and I hope everybody, thanks. I hope everybody has a good weekend.
Nothing was too hard. I was able to do it all. That's good.
Good, I'm glad. I went for a run this morning, so I was like, ooh, my body's tired.
I
So,
went for a hike this morning, and then I golfed first and then went for a hike. So yeah, it was pretty.
oh my gosh, you've been very active.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
See you tomorrow.
Bye. Thanks for joining.
Tomorrow's class.
Huh?
What time is tomorrow's class?
Tomorrow is there's full primary at 10 with Anne Marie.
10.
Yeah, and then I think she still does the basics, Ashtanga basics at 11:30. Yeah.
That would work better for me because I'm 3 hours. Your 10 is my.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm in Arizona.
where do you live?
I'm in Arizona.
Oh, how beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I would just check with the schedule and make sure on the 11:30. But it's the basics class is at 11:30 Eastern time, I believe.
That'll
Anne
work.
Marie. So
That'll work.
yeah. Thanks for joining me.
Okay, bye.
Bye.